Hi, how's it going everyone? Welcome back. You might notice that the thumbnail is slightly different. Today, it's not a Stardew therapy series. It's slightly different, which is, we are not going to be talking about my problem or your problem. We're going to be talking about my learnings from playing Stardew Valley. It's kind of similar to the school assignments you have, where the teacher gives you like a book to read and you have to discuss and talk about the learnings from all these stories from this book, right? So something similar to that. Actually, Stardew Valley, there's a lot of things to learn. Like I noticed that there's a lot of commentary, social commentary stuff, where different characters in this game reflects different kind of people, and there's the issue with the Joja, I guess supermarket, and then there's a pier, the local supermarket, which is quite interesting. This kind of contrast here. But anyway, we're gonna be talking about it's okay not knowing everything in Stardew. And if y'all didn't know, you might notice that my video was the first video was started about a month ago, and that was not the first time. Okay, wait, it's Secret Center, right? Okay, anyway, it's fine. My first video was a month ago, but that was not the first time I started playing Stardew Valley. I actually bought Stardew Valley a year ago. No, not a year ago. Wait, let me count. Okay, with COVID in mind, it's about 2 to 3 years ago, so that was quite a long while. I bought it, I think, in university, and I tried playing it. And the reason why I just didn't continue is because it was quite overwhelming the first time. I mean, as much as all of us know that Stardew Valley is rather straightforward, rather simple, just farming, collecting things, fighting creatures in caves. But I think I have an issue when it comes to starting new games or starting new shows. There's so much unknown, there's so much things to learn and just to get used to. Hence I just end up, playing for like 20 minutes, then I stopped. And I just never came back. Until 1 month ago. I think there was something that really compelled me. I don't know why, just innately I just wanted to try this game out again, because everybody keep on saying, oh, this game is cool, this game is fun. And I remember those times where I have a Game Boy Advance and I played Harvest Moon. And it was so much fun. It was so therapeutic, farming things, collecting things and all these things, and growing your crops. So when I remember those times, I just think about it like, why not just give this a try? And try it longer this time round. Maybe give it 1 or 2 hours and just kind of remind yourself that, you used to enjoy Harvest Moon, and this game is quite similar to that, isn't it? Like, if I'm not wrong, the creator was inspired by Harvest Moon. I'm not too sure. I think I saw the article somewhere that talks about it. Hence, I just started trying. And about 1 hour in, I was immediately hooked. I was addicted. It was so therapeutic, this whole gameplay. Like, when we play Stardew Valley, it's just, I don't know. I think it's the beauty of the mundane. Just planting things, foraging, growing things, and it's just so fun. But of course, I think it's important to also kind of be aware of is there's still this nagging feeling of feeling overwhelmed, because everywhere I go, every day that I'm spending in this game, I have so much questions. I have so much questions. Like, which crop is better? Which crop is the best? I mean, there are so many crops, right? Is there any reason to grow other kind of crops? I mean, those questions, right? And like, is there any reason to develop relationship with other people? Like, why must we be friends? What's the point of being friends, right? So at the end of the day, I'm just like wondering all these things, And what's the point of gems, all these gems that you get from processing all these geode. So I'm just sitting there looking at these gems, wondering. Thank God there's wiki, Stardew wiki. And when I read all this Stardew wiki, I know the gems, and they don't really have much purpose, isn't it? Or is it for enchanting? I'm not too sure. So some of it doesn't really make sense until I kind of play a bit longer to know the grand scheme of things. But it's still quite overwhelming because there's so much things to learn. And I think about 2 to 3 seasons in, I learned that the worms, you're supposed to use your, what's the name of this item? Use your hoe to dig it up because there's something underneath. And for watering can, if you press and hold, you can water like 3 spaces ahead. So that was quite interesting, learning these things so late in the game. I thought there was a tutorial in this game, but actually there was no tutorial at all. Now I realize maybe that's the reason that kind of put me off, because I just started and I knew absolutely nothing. Like I don't know what is going on. Hence, but to be honest, if I was a creator, I also wouldn't put a tutorial because this is quite straightforward. There's nothing much to learn here. I mean, just by doing things you are learning already. So everything is pretty easy and easy to learn, easy to understand. And it's, I guess, part of the charm of Stardew is also discovering, right? Perhaps playing 10 years into this game and you're still discovering new things, because when I look at the Stardew wiki, there's so much things to learn, things to collect, because like I noticed that there's this portion, right? Because there's like different crops, different fishes and artifacts. Okay, fishes is something that I'm still trying to grapple with, because fishing is hard, man. Fishing, you have to time, and when I search on Reddit like how do I catch fishes, people say you have to tap to the rhythm. How do I, what kind of rhythm is there? And do I have to learn all the rhythm of all these fish? It's difficult, man. I think the fishing bar that moves up and down is a bit too short, and I always end up like the fish just end up running away, or swimming away to be more accurate. Yeah, and what about cooking? What about cooking? What's the point of cooking? I mean, I can cook all this food, but what does it do? I mean, perhaps it give me some additional buffs, +3 farming, +3 foraging. But is it really that significant? Like, and I don't know, man. Like, for Stardew Valley, a game that is really just your own time, own target. You can do whatever you want. There really isn't any end goal or urgency to things. Is there any reason to just go for +3 foraging or +3 farming? Just go at my own pace, isn't it? Yeah, there's so much questions. But at one point, I just kind of tell myself, it's fine. It's fine not knowing all these things. And it's fine, you might be reading Stardew wiki, and if you don't remember it, it's fine, because there's so much information to remember, right? Like, and I can't be remembering all the uses of all the things that I forage, or that drops out of a creature that I killed in the caves. And if I forget about it, it's fine. I can always refer to the Stardew wiki again. So I just tell myself, it's okay. You just play the game at your own pace. There really isn't any goal here, right? You can just slowly farm, slowly grow your crop, and just enjoy the process. And I guess, I just kind of stop worrying that much and just focus on growing my own farm. I think it can get quite stressful, because once you get into Stardew Valley, right, which is pretty easy to get into, and once you get addicted to this game, you will be searching on YouTube and looking at all these different videos, and there will always be all those farm tours or 100 days of Stardew where it just seems, wow, all these people, how do they even do that? Why is their farm looking so good in 1 year, in just 1 year in game time, and my farm just looks so what was the word again? Dilapidated? Yeah, it looks so, I don't know. Looks like an amateur's work, or even a beginner's work. And what about this? I know this is like a quest, but it only gives me 500 gold. I can just grow a crop and sell it, and I get 500 gold. What's the point of this? So that's the part that I don't really understand. And of course, there's this whole Georgia versus supermarket route. And I know a lot of people don't really like Georgia, but to be honest, I just went with Georgia. I I know that the community center is like all cool and nice, and when I saw the cutscene for the Juminos part where they restore the place, it's cool and all, but I don't know, for me, it's a bit too much hassle, and I want to enjoy the game however I like it, which is in this case just making things easier and more convenient for me. Because for me, I want everything. I'm kind of impatient, so whenever I see something that is like, example, the bridge that goes to the to this cliff area where there's a lot of stones to mine. Let me just show you. I'm going there now. So when I see that there's a bridge there, right, it kind of irks me. I can't build a bridge over it. I can't build something over it. Then when I go and look it up on the Stardew wiki, then I realize, okay, so I have to get certain items, and I need to go to the community center, and then once I kind of restore the Jumino whatever thing, right, then they will, once I give all these items to the Jumino, they will come and restore this bridge, right. Then I see all the items I have, and it will take forever, man. I have to take another year. Then I kind of got impatient, so I just end up like going to the Georgia supermarket and filling out the form, getting the membership, and just screw it. I don't know. I think a part of me just feels like probably should have just stuck with the community center, but at the same time, I don't have the patience to wait all day. Yeah, actually, what is this place called? Is it just the place with a lot of rocks? I realize it's not every day it summons rocks that have iron or copper. I think the first 2 days when I have the bridge rebuilt, there was a lot of better items, but now it's all just rocks, which is kind of worthless, isn't it? Yeah. So I think if you're still concerned or worrying, it's fine. I think with the amount of things that are thrown at you in this game, it's normal to feel kind of overwhelmed and just surprised whenever you learn new things. But I guess that's part of the game, right? That's part of the fun and the enjoyment of that comes from playing this game, where you're constantly discovering things. And sometimes I just feel like maybe there should be more things to be discovered. Maybe there should be more things to do. I don't know. Imagine Minecraft. Minecraft isn't Minecraft like, this is not even open world, man, as compared to Minecraft, right? So I suppose, imagine if you have a Stardew Valley that is open world. Wow, that would be insane. Something like Animal Crossing, right? If I remember correctly, like Animal Crossing has like multiplayer function where you can visit other people, like visit their houses and all these things, and there's a lot more things to do. So when I look at Stardew Valley, there's already so much things to do. Then I look at other games, similar farming life simulator games. Wow. I mean, I guess life simulator and farming simulator is quite an enjoyable genre, isn't it? Just very therapeutic. Maybe I should try other kind of other games that is similar. But I don't think I can play Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing is a bit of a 3D game, isn't it? It's not like 2D flat. And I have motion sickness, so I can't play any FPS or third-person shooter games. Hence, I guess it's a curse in the modern age for any young people or people who enjoy video games, which is unfortunate. I can't play any FPS game without vomiting. Well, I guess that's that. But I think that's the end of today. And I hope you guys enjoyed this session. I'm just happy to talk about my experience playing Stardew. And there's a lot more to come. I want to create a regular series, but it won't come out every week or so. Just whenever I feel that I learned something or something that's interesting to talk about playing Stardew Valley. So that's that. I guess I will see y'all tomorrow. Not too sure. Why is she still building things? It's so late in the night. Such a hard worker. I should probably sell my stuff first before I go to sleep. And also another question, another very important question. I noticed that a lot of the content creators, they have a lot of these like deposit boxes, like this kind of boxes, right? And they store so many of these items. They store all of these items, and I'm quite confused. Like, what's the point of storing all your crops, all the yield from your crops? Like, I see their one box they have all the fruits. And what's the point of keeping it? Why don't you sell it away? Like, someone please tell me what's the point of keeping it? Yeah, but that's it for today. And thanks for watching. I can't believe people actually watch my videos, even though it's like 30 views or something. It's still quite a lot, isn't it? 30 is about a class of people. When you go to school, 30 is about, I mean, that's the amount of people in the class, right? So it's nice knowing that people actually cares and actually people are interested in the video.